This is a beanbag I bought a while ago. I don't even know if I've done a video on the beanbag before, but today I'm doing a beanbag video. Well, not a beanbag video. It's going to be a semi beanbag, semi outside video, and that is because I come bearing good news. Okay, I come bearing good news. Um, to some of you who watch the channel and have seen, I guess, most of my videos, you would know that at the start of the year, I had a goal, right? I had a goal, okay? um, and the goal was that, you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. We've got to have some anticipation, okay? But if some of you remember, I had a goal, okay? And it was something that I've always wanted to do, and I could not wait to start it, okay? So that's this video, sharing and bragging, because this is a good thing. It's a good thing. We should express our wins. We should express that you know express those positive things, those things that are good, right? And this is definitely one of those things that I'm good. I've been edging so hard for this, man. I've been like hella keen, super keen, 100% keen. It's a relief. It's a relief to have started this finally. The reason being is because, it's October, the lease expires, and I wanted to make sure that I'm going to be here long enough to enjoy such a benefit. Something that's going to make my life so much easier. Something is just probably going to make me money as well, if anything. Definitely will make me money, actually. But I've been so keen to share this, man. I've been so keen to share this. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and show you guys what your boy's been up to for this last, I don't know, month or something. Getting there, right? Um, God, I'm so fucking happy, man. I'm so fucking happy about this. Oh, yeah, I also got a power ratchet too, and I sold the Honda Accord Euro finally. I paid for a Facebook ad, man. I paid for a fucking boost post, and to my surprise, it actually worked. And yeah, I actually got the car sold. Yeah, so I sold the car for $4,000, and I bought it for a decent price, as you guys know. And in doing so, it has allowed me to start my project that I wanted to start. And that's what I was talking about since the start of the year. So, yeah, that's the news. That's what I've been up to. I've been doing some stuff. I've been doing stuff. Okay, anything except working a full time job, I've been doing it. Okay, because we all know that working full time, it literally is a fucking, it's a soul drain. It's a soul suck. Um, but you know what I will say though, I think it's okay to work to buy something or to get something that you need, right? For example, maybe you have a project or something that you want to do with your car, or I don't know, whatever it may be. Perhaps it's just something that you need an extra, I don't know, 5, 10 grand for. It's okay to go and work for a small amount of time to save that money up to start doing that thing that you want to do, right? And then just quit your job because, who the fuck wants to work? Like, come on, dude. I know I don't. I don't want to work for anybody. But yeah, I'm basically, in my opinion, I would consider myself pretty much on the level of a fully qualified mechanic, to be honest. Like, I've been working on cars since 2017, and although I don't have certificates, I'm confident that I could go and work in a shop and probably do better than the majority of people that work there. Maybe aside from the actual owner, because they actually have proper diagnostic tools and experiences. I've got to dabble, but I haven't had access to the full extensive range of diagnostics and the proper tools. But in terms of knowledge and able to diagnose based on symptoms and stuff, yeah, I don't really have too many issues with that. In fact, so some of you probably have seen I posted a BMW X1 I picked up for 4,500. And you know, I diagnosed that perfectly. I got a bore scope camera. I chucked it down the cylinder, and it turns out there is a hole on the piston. However, from what I can see, the cylinders are not scored. They look quite healthy. The cylinder looks healthy. Therefore, this is the major. This is going to be the major project coming up, because like, although I would consider myself almost like pretty much qualified. I haven't got to work on engines yet, believe it or not, but I'm very confident that when I pull this thing apart and when I start putting it back together, I am very confident that it is going to run very good. I'm very confident that I will be able to follow and, do all the talking specs and pretty much make it perfect. But, I do not doubt my ability at all, pretty much. The only reason I haven't gotten into building any engines yet is because I just haven't had to. So, yeah, that was a hole in the piston, unfortunately, along the ring carrier area on the side at the top. I will probably put a picture in the video if I can. So that was that problem. I originally was going to say if the engine's screwed, I will just part it out and use the ZF8 HP transmission for the swap instead of the DCT, because it's much easier to swap in to an older vehicle, and they can bolt pretty much straight on to M50, M52, M54 engines without any real issues. All you have to do is modify the starter motor area, and there's a couple of other things. But most of the bolts actually apparently line up from what I've actually looked at in terms of videos and stuff. But yeah, so I've decided that instead of parting it, I'm just going to fix it up because, being that it's like only 115,000 kilometers on it, I just don't see why I would, wreck such a beautiful car, especially when the engine's likely going to be fine. I'll pull it apart first and confirm before I start ordering any parts. But yeah, I'm honestly keen to see just how bad it is inside off the camera. You know what I mean? But yeah, and yeah, I bought some new tools as well. I got some new batteries. I got some new AEG batteries, and I got a AEG power ratchet or wrench or whatever people want to call them. that's pretty cool, man. I haven't got to use it yet, but today I'm going to use it. I'm going to be going out and doing something with the thermostat on the Honda Civic, because I have been running it without a thermostat for like months, and because I just don't give a fuck about that car. I'm going to be honest, because I'm running it to the ground, so I can put a K24 in it eventually, like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to be trying out this stuff here. I got one of these. That is a it's BG. Okay, it's an engine oil supplement. People say a lot of good shit about this. We also have the engine performance restoration. Apparently, this is the one that you go in before the engine oil change, run it for about 20-30 minutes, and it's meant to clean out all the engine, clean off carbon from rings and valve seals and all that shit. You got a fuel system cleaner. Now, when I bought the E39, the guy gave this to me for free. And I looked up the prices of these on Amazon, and just this one alone was like $120 or something. So overall, I got like $300 worth of product here. And that's going to be going in the E46. What else? You can probably tell this is a car video. Okay. I got something cool here. Check this out. I got this bearing pulley kit because the bearing on the E46 has decided that it wants to start making a lot of loud noises. And so I needed something that would allow me to push those bearings out. And I've been wanting to get one of these for a very long time, believe me. I've been wanting these for a very long time, because just so much that I can't do because I didn't have a fucking bearing puller. And so, you know, you put it on and use these and all this stuff to like push it out. And yeah, there's a lot of cool, like useful stuff on here as well, which is, yeah, pretty fucking awesome, if you ask me. And they fit on top of each other, and they push and they pull, and you got the bolts, and you got all the other stuff, and you got the, yeah. So I got this one. Yeah, this one's Orion. I don't know. MotorTac from Amazon. Pretty big package, pretty heavy package. And that obviously shows that it's hopefully good quality, because, you know, weight is usually a good indicator into how well tools can be built. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I got these new batteries. New sexy fucking AEG batteries. And the wrench, as I said. So hopefully these are going to be good. And it turned out that the charger that I had was not compatible with these batteries, and it would not charge these batteries. So I went and picked up a charger from Amazon. I mean, sorry, not Amazon. I'm so used to saying Amazon now. I got this from Facebook Marketplace, $40, brand new. The guy didn't need it. And my other battery, which I thought was actually dead because this wouldn't charge it, it turns out it works now, because this charger here brought this back to life somehow. I don't know how that works, but it did, and I'm very happy about that. Unfortunately, this one over here is no longer with us today, so rest in peace to the 6 amp hour AEG battery. Rip. Okay, now the fun part, the thing that I've been wanting to show you guys. Let's go out. I'm sure some of you already guessed by now what's going on, but man, I'm so keen to show you guys. Let's have a look. All right, let's go and see what has Daddy been up to. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay. At the start of the year, I mentioned that I had a goal. The goal was that I wanted to put a hoist up. Now, voila, the concrete It is done. The concrete is done. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, now I'm going to put this camera up on a stand just to show you guys how big this concrete actually is. So just to give you an idea how big the slab is, I got it's like 3.9 wide by 7 meters long, and you can sort of see that there's a little bit of a slope going up, and then there's a little bit of a slope going down. That helps for water drainage, and should be fine for the hoist. The hoist is going to go right here. Currently I'm in curing stage, so I cannot put a hoist on this just yet, otherwise there would be. But just to give you guys an idea how thick this bitch is. All right, like that's my finger just on here, and there's more underneath. Like it's thicker underneath, so it's a thick motherfucker. It ain't breaking. Okay, it ain't breaking. Yeah, so give you an idea down here. I don't know if you guys can even see that very well. There you go, have a look at that. How fucking thick this is, man. Okay, so that is the news. That is the news. Yeah. So I finally got my concrete done. I did say at the start of the year, I'm gonna get a hoist put in this year. I'm putting a fucking hoist. And yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Here's a car I picked up. I don't think it's open. It's not open, but yeah, you can see it's quite nice. I was going to do a little tour of the car, but yeah, this is a car. She looks pretty good. Yeah, so that's going to get semi-rebuilt. I'm just going to replace the piston. I'm not going to rebuild the whole engine because I can't be fucked, and I'm not keeping this car anyway, so I'm not going to do a full rebuild unless the other pistons are absolutely no good, which I have no doubt they're fine. Now I started buying wheels again too. Check out these wheels I got. These for $300. And I'm selling them for... Look, if anybody's interested, if any of you guys have cars, you live in Melbourne, you want to buy these wheels, I'm happy to take like 900. Because, you know, I'm not here to lose money, I'm here to make money. But these are like really good condition, to be honest. Really decent wheels. They're worth like 2,000 brand new, but I would take like 900 for these. I got these ones as well, like for like $200 or $300. I also got these ones as well. Another set of Hustlers for, I got these ones for $350, but a little bit of rim rash. It's not too bad though. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. You can't really tell from a distance. But yeah, I got these as well. And look at the fucking tires. They're brand new. These tires are like 2021. There you go. 29th month of 2021. They're like still in very good condition. Still pretty much like new, really. How old these ones are. I can't see the date. Oh wait, there we go. 36th month of 2021. Not bad. But yeah, that's the concrete. I got it done about 5 days ago, or before this video, 5 days ago before this video. So shout out to Stampede Concrete. I'll show a process of the concrete getting made, maybe around this section of the video here. So yeah, take a look at this. Yeah, Stampede Concrete did a really good job for a very good price. And yeah, there's absolutely no complaints so far. They seem to actually know what they were doing. He did extra thick concrete in the areas where the hoist post would go. Even though originally the plan was like 150 mil, he definitely made it over 200 millimeters thick. Reinforced 35 MPa or whatever it is. So he did extra thick, which is good, man. It means, like, you know, it's safe. Bro knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to that guy, because, yeah, he's fucking awesome. Yeah. So, that's what's been going on, man. That's what's been going on. Pretty happy. So excited. And it's just taken so long, man, now. Like, I gotta wait. I had to pretty much wait a month. And yeah, I'm almost 1 week in, which means I've got 3 weeks to go, 3 weeks to find a hoist, 3 weeks to make a little bit of extra money on the side, because, you know, I've got wheels to sell and stuff. So yeah, that's what's up. And yeah, I've done all this without a full-time job, without working for some prick. I have not worked for anybody. And yeah, I've managed to still accomplish my goals, man. And it's kind of funny, right? Like, you know, I used to think that I would just never have anything that I want, but somehow, so far, I've gotten like everything that I want, you know? Like when I was 17, I remember I wanted an E36, because when I was 17, I had my first experience in a BMW, and dude drifted around a fucking roundabout, and it was a 318 IS Boston Green E36 coupe with a black interior, and man, that was the coolest fucking car ever. And ever since then, I fell in love with the E36, and that was when I wanted one, and I wanted one, and I've wanted one for a long time. And it's like, now I've got that exact same fucking car in my yard. I got a Boston Green E36 coupe, black interior with the, you know, 328, and it's even better. And it's like, it's just kind of funny, man. Like, you know, you think that you will, you know, have nothing, but, you know, in the end of the day, right, you can have everything you want within reason, I guess. You know, you can do it. You can do it. Because like I said, I didn't think that I'd have any of this cool shit, but now I do. And it's like, I mean, I don't even know how the fuck I managed to get all this shit, to be honest. But I did. Somehow I managed to get my car that I really love. 2 of them, actually, but plus all the others, that there's just so many cars. I'm glad that I got rid of the Euro. I'm glad I sold that. Really nice car, though, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, out of all the cars, that car felt the nicest to drive. I don't know why. Just in terms of comfortable, like comfort, it just felt really nice. I don't know, just everything about that car was so good. It just felt nice. Everything was perfect on it. But yeah, I mean, it had 300,000 on the clock, and the engine had like 230,000. But yeah, still managed to make a good flip on that car and make a good amount of money out of it. And but man, I will say though, I did put a bit of work into, you know, making it look nice, and I painted the roof, and I just did, you know, I did it like proper cut and polish on it and stuff as well, and just made it look really nice and presentable and clean. And so I feel like I definitely earned that money. So it's, yeah, if there's anything that I've learnt though, don't put your effort into the wrong things, right? Don't put your effort into the wrong audience, right? If you're trying to if you're selling to a certain audience and you do a certain amount of effort and that audience doesn't appreciate it, you've essentially just wasted your time. And that's something that I've had to learn the hard way, and I've only just sort of gotten to the point where I've just started figuring out that, you know what, I got to stop making so much fucking effort towards the wrong people and the wrong audience, if that makes sense. When I say audience, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about like real life, like Marketplace, for example. When you're selling a car on Marketplace, you should just make the absolute minimal amount of effort possible. So like a simple cut and polish is fine. I think that's fine. A basic clean, but don't go any further than that. Like, don't repaint a whole car. Don't don't try to actually do any paint correction. Just make it very basic and simple. Like a cut and a polish shouldn't take you more than like an hour or two. And, it's okay to repaint a panel if it's like really bad enough to paint it. Like if it's really bad, I'd say paint it. Minimal effort, get a couple of matching cans, just do a basic sand down, paint it real quick, and then just give it a cut and polish once it cures. That's fine. I think that's totally fine. But all I'm saying is don't put more effort and time into something towards an audience that would never appreciate it or give a fuck anyways, because you're just wasting your time. I definitely do think that doing a quick polish over that car, I think it definitely helped in getting the price that I wanted for the car. I think that definitely helped. And I would say that it's worth it to just do a cut and a polish. And I think painting the roof was a good choice to do. I think that, I got to learn, and now that I know exactly what I got to do, it makes it very much easier in the future for when I need to do that again. And I know that when I do it again, I'll take I'll probably take a quarter of the time it took me to do that roof, because now I know the process, right? So knowledge, in my opinion, it's invaluable, right? Knowledge is just so good to have and so good to learn about new things and get better at things. It's always good. I love that. I love to learn new things. And I encourage everybody to learn new things as well. I think that everybody should be learning, never stop learning. I just feel that people tend to, associate with learning as a negative thing, because we drag through a system that doesn't give a shit about the things that we like. It just wants everybody to just be the same, right? School, I'm talking about school and formal education. I think that it just makes everybody into the same fucking working robot, production bots, man. That's all it is. They don't encourage passion. They don't encourage uniqueness. They don't encourage learning anything other than only what will benefit, creating another cog in the wheel of the system that is the current society we live in. Work, pay rent, shit, sleep, rinse, repeat, 5 days a week. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck, I'm spitting bars right now, huh? I just think honestly, working is the biggest fucking waste of time, man. Like working for the man is what I'm saying. I think it's just the biggest fucking waste of time. I think it's the most miserable form of existence that one could possibly endure. I think that it's like, I would rather just go to hell, but hey, man, if I have to work 5 days a week, then I may as well just be in hell, right? I just don't see anything beneficial long term from working a job other than having a few, short term material possessions. But the thing is, I do think that, if you do work full time and you put your money in the right places, I think that's totally acceptable. And I think that a lot of people just don't do that. And so they sit there and complain that they're not getting paid much, which is true. We're not getting paid much. We don't get paid much in general. But, you know, I just see that, people earn like an average of around, I don't know, let's just say anywhere in the ballpark range of 900 to 1,300 a week, right? I think that's around the rough ballpark average kind of thing. You know, usually we'll earn at least 4,500 a month, give or take, after tax. Unless you're really unlucky and you're working a job that's just fucking shit. But the thing is that I just think that, a lot of us just overspend on shit, right? And we have no concept of, I guess, finance and where to put that money and how to make it work for you. And I think that, for me, like anytime I purchase something, it's always something that will help me to make more money in the future. Like I bought myself that power ratchet and those batteries. That's going to help me in the future. That's going to save me time. That's going to allow me to make jobs quicker, jobs easier. I got those rims this week as well. Those 3 sets of rims, I got those this week for an average of $300 each. And those are going to make me money when I sell those as well, because, I'll get like maybe, I don't know, anywhere from $700 to $1,000 back from each set, right? So it's like, I only invest my money to make more money. That's always been the way that I treat money in general. I don't typically buy things for myself in terms of entertainment value. It's always with a goal to get more out of it. And that's my mindset, and it's always been like that in terms of money. So it's like, I always have money on me. I try to, at least. Don't get me wrong, like, it's never always perfect. It's never like, I always have money, because that's a lie. I mean, I don't think any of us have really always had money unless we're born into it. But I try to always have money on me. I try to always have money ready to go to buy shit that can make me more money. And so I guess the point I'm trying to say is that, yes, even if you're stuck in an average ass job and you're getting paid jack shit, I mean, there's still ways around it. There's still ways to work around it. Like, there's still ways to invest that money to turn it into more money. If you're just simply working and, living paycheck to paycheck and you're not saving any money at all, then it's probably a you problem, right? It really is a you problem, because I don't work and I still manage to save money. So there's no excuses. If I can do it, then you sure as fuck can too. Like, there's no excuse to not have any money, because that's a lack of education. That's a lack of financial knowledge, in my opinion. And I'm not even trying to sound arrogant. Like, this is just the facts, man. This is just the truth, right? If you don't have money, it's just no excuse, man. Like, I get it. Like, times are hard, of course. Like, I get it. But, there's always a way. Like, there's always a way to make more. And I just think that a lot of people just don't. They just live, like I said, they live paycheck to paycheck. They overspend on bullshit that they don't need. They have a car loan that they're paying every fucking month. They're living in an area that's expensive because, I don't know why, personally. Like, why would you go and rent a place that's like $900 or $1,000 a week? There is plenty of places that are further out that are still somewhat affordable, even at $500 a week, like this shithole that I'm living in, which is not actually that much of a shithole, to tell you the truth. It's actually quite all right for the age that it's at, and it's been renovated and shit. It was pretty cool. But you know, in comparison to like a brand new place, obviously people would say it's a shithole. But I actually like this place, to tell you the truth. I actually don't mind this place. Maybe I'm coping, I don't know, but I've lived in worse. I'll tell you that. I lived in worse. You know, and if you're working a full-time job and you're single and shit, you can go and also live in share house as well. Even though, like, there's good share houses, man. I've had good experiences with some places that I lived in. You know, and you could be spending like $200 a week on rent and saving the rest of your money and investing it into like crypto or stocks or like whatever, or like, you know, start a little side hustle, buy and sell fucking something inside of your hobby section. Like me, I do cars, I do wheels, I do all that shit. You could go and collect Centrelink as well and just go and work for cash as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that, right? There's nothing wrong with not paying tax. I mean, we all pay tax regardless. You know, everything you purchase, you're paying tax on. You know, you're paying tax regardless of whether you think you are or not. No matter what you do, unfortunately. I mean, that's what GST is. So, I mean, you don't escape Uncle Sam, right? Uncle Sam always comes for his share, unfortunately. I wish Uncle Sam would fucking die. But unfortunately, you know, our masters will not allow for that. So, yeah, it's just the way it is. But I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of ways to make your life easier, man. Right? Instead of sitting there bitching that you don't get paid enough. Which you don't. You don't get paid enough, but you can still do something with it. I mean, if I can do it without a job, then like I said, you can definitely do it too. You know. But yeah, I'm very fucking happy I finally got my slab of concrete put in. I had a lot of people, like friends and stuff, that were like, oh, why would you spend $2,500 putting concrete on someone else's property? And so here's my logic to defeat that question. My logic behind this is that if I were to rent a warehouse, I would be spending probably $12,000 to $15,000 a year sharing with, say, a friend, and we go halves each. I would be spending about $12,000 to $15,000 a year to rent that warehouse, and on top, I'd still have to get my hoist. And yeah, so the reality is I could spend a total of, say, $5,000 to get my concrete, get my hoist set up, get my power connected for a 20 amp plug. And that only cost me like, say, $4,000 to $5,000, right? Versus, you know, 10 to 15 grand a year in a fucking warehouse. So logically speaking, I either spend, you know, 10 to 15 grand a year plus the cost of the hoist, or I just spend $5,000 total here and still have all the benefits of what I want to use a hoist for, and still have the concrete and still have the space. So, you know, logically speaking, I'm smarter to do what I'm doing right now. Although I did offer to rent out a warehouse for some friends, but they weren't interested because they don't see the benefit in it. And now I will get to sit here and reap all the benefits, not have to share, not have to fucking spend extra money than I needed to. And that's totally fine. I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy with that. No complaints on my behalf. Now I get to benefit. Now I get it all to myself. So, I mean, either way, I'm winning. I'm winning. Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's it. That's the video, guys. That's the video. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm up to. Yeah. Pretty much back to my old self. Yeah. Yeah. taken a break off stimulants as well. I haven't taken any stims for like 2 weeks now. And to be honest, I'm more productive. I'm in a better mood. I'm not as much of a grouchy cunt. Um, actually, to be honest, I actually feel a lot better, man. I'm probably just gonna stay off for a while. The only thing that's the downside is I just feel tired all the time. Like, I just feel tired all the time for absolutely no reason. But I discovered that breath work actually does some interesting things. Breathing in and holding your breath for like 90 seconds stimulates growth hormones and shit, according to study. And so, yeah, I started trying that. And I got to say, like, it takes away the tiredness. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because you're adding more oxygen into your system, into your blood. So yeah, every like few hours, I'll just take a deep breath, hold it for as long as I can, like 90 seconds or so, and then just release. And yeah, breath work definitely helps, man. And I don't know what it is, but I definitely feel less tired and more alert. But hey, man, like just could be just a placebo effect. Who knows? But yeah, just something I'm trying out because fucking why not, man? Right? Why not? Why not? Yeah. So that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Life's good. Life's good. At this point in time, life is good. And I just don't have much to complain about. I mean, I'll always have stuff to complain about. But in this moment, I do not. I do not have anything to complain about because everything is good. And my dream is coming true. Yep. No complaints at all. A sigh of relief. Yep. Life is good. Life is good. Oh man, I can't wait to get my fucking hoist in. I cannot wait, man. Holy shit, I cannot wait. I'm so excited, man. Yeah, so keen, so keen, so keen. Cannot wait. I cannot wait to make a video showing my car going up in the air because that's just like the best thing ever. Being able to go underneath a car and do all the cool shit. It's gonna be so good. I cannot wait to fucking show that. You know what? I might even rent my hoist out. Yeah, I'm gonna rent my hoist out as well when I'm not using it. Like $150 a day. I'm gonna rent my hoist out because that's smart because I can make money doing that too. I'll just supervise the hoist because it's right next to my fucking window, next to my bedroom window. So, you know, it's easy. I don't have to go outside. I don't have to sit outside, and I'm gonna make him sign a waiver as well. And I will also make sure that I get my hoist inspected and deemed safe so that at least no one can come at me and say that the hoist is not safe and that it's been serviced and that it's safe to use because that can make a waiver essentially void. So all those things I will make sure that I do to make myself not legally liable or accountable for potential accidents, which hopefully won't happen because I'll supervise it and make sure that everything's safe. I see people renting out their hoist here and there as well. So, I mean, fuck it. I mean, extra bit of money. I don't see why not. And we got waivers. So, yeah. yeah, that's the video. That's the video. That's the news. That's what I've been up to. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna try out my ratchet, my new ratchet, which I'm so keen I got. Oh, did you know AEG have a fucking power impact drill that does 2,200 Newton meters of breakaway torque? How fucking insane is that for an electric power tool? How fucking insane is that? Like a wireless electric power tool running on batteries has a capacity of 2,200 Newton meters of breakaway torque. Nut busting breakaway torque. That's fucking insane, dude. Like, think about it. Like, if you work on your cars and shit, and you're trying to get off a crankshaft bolt, like, holy damn, bro. Like, wow. It has the ability to break away fucking crank bolts, man. Like, that's fucking insane, dude. If you think about it, because like they're torqued on like ridiculous, like they're torqued onto a ridiculous amount, you know. Like I know, I think the torque I got to do on the N20 engine on that blue fucking BMW, I believe it's like, I think the torque on that one is like around 170 Newton meters or something, or something like that, or 100. It's like 120 or 170. I can't remember quite. But then you've got to do like, I think it's like 270 degrees or some shit. That's pretty fucking ridiculous. Like that's crazy amount of torque to tighten that shit up. And then on top, you can have a gun that can still break that shit away. Like that's pretty fucking insane for a wireless power tool. That's crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. I just want to share that. I just think that's pretty crazy. Like I have an impact gun, and it only does like 350 Newton meters. But then when I went into Bunnings the other day and I saw the new guns that they got, like fucking monster guns, I'm like, holy shit. It makes mine look like a piece of shit. Literally. I mean, mine's good for certain things, of course, no doubt. It's lighter, it's good for smaller bolts and stuff like that. But man, when you need the big boys, when you need the big guns, literally, and you need to break off fucking crank bolts and shit like that, like, damn, brah. Like, that shit's insanely torquey for a fucking wireless power tool. Wild, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like, that shit's fucking wild to me. Like, how far tech has come in terms of, like, brushless power tools. That's so fucking crazy to me, man. Oh, man, that's really cool, though, in my opinion. I think it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking now. It's 47 minutes in my video already. Before I cut off any things that I don't want in my video. 47 minutes already. I don't know how the fuck I do it. I don't know how I talk so much. Where does it come from? Consistently being able to talk this long. I don't know where the fuck it comes from, dude. I guess because I've always been like somebody who like I just talk a lot of shit in general. Like I can rant for so long about things, and people usually hate it in real life because it's like I just drain people's energy with all my rants, because a lot of my shit's, you know, quote unquote negative. Oh, it's negative. They don't want to hear about, you know, the crazy conspiracy theories. They don't want to hear about autism and vaccines correlating between each other every decade that they go up. I mean, coincidence, I guess. Apparently, that doesn't, you know, tie hand in hand at all. I mean, you know, it just so happens that 30 shots on average, and the crazy amount of autism spiking. I mean, who knows, bro? Like, it's pretty sus to me, but I mean, I guess that's just it's just a coincidence, right? I mean, of course, we have to trust the science and trust the government and trust everyone else that says that it's totally not true, and that it's totally not going hand in hand, that 2 plus 2 definitely doesn't equal 4, right? I mean, come on, dude. I think I checked my vaccine immunity thingy, or immunization shit that I've had, and I think I've only had, like, I believe it says on my record that I've only had around 3 or 4, uh, I think, total vaccines or something like that. So, I mean, go figure. I mean, you know, it just, to me, it's just sus, bro. Like, I went on ChatGPT, and I looked up, like, I'm like, show me all the statistics for autism between 1970 and 2025, or I think I said 2020. I said, show me the percentage of autism um, in 1970, 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, 2020. And then I asked it to give me the exact same statistics for the amount of autism in 1970, 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, 2020, right? And with the amount of shots that people were taking and the amount of autism next to it, onto each other, it seemed to significantly increase equally as much as the amount of shots that we were given at birth. That's crazy to me. Is that a coincidence, or am I just being a conspiracy theorist right now? I mean, like, the data was there, bruh. Like, what? Does that make sense? And now we're getting like 30 something shots on average, 20 to 30 shots on average when we're born. And you've got, like, it's like it's like I can't remember the number. I've got the screenshot somewhere. I might even put it in this video just for fun. Why not? But that's crazy. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this data. Tell me that doesn't, like, that doesn't, is that sus? Come on, is that sus? Or what are they going to say? Oh, we didn't do as much research back then. Oh, we didn't have the data back then to, support all this, blah, blah, blah. It's always an excuse, isn't it? I guess it's kind of, to me, that's just kind of weird, but hey, I'm just a conspiracy anti-vaxxy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not, by the way. I'm not anti, brah. I'm not. I swear I'm not. I'm actually, I will take certain shots. Is there a bird on my window? Got a bird on my window. I've been feeding the crows lately because I love crows and I want to make them to be my friends. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying, so I'm just going to end the video here. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm not anti. I swear I'm not. I'm not. I'm just logical. Like, I'm not going to, take something that I'm forced to take, etc. I mean, my body, my choice. And I think that everybody deserves to have a choice on what they shove into their body and what they don't. I think that nobody should be forced to shove anything into their body. And nobody should be forced to conceive after having something shoved into their body that they didn't ask for. I definitely don't agree with that. And I think that they should have the rights to do whatever they want to get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. I just think that, your body, your choice. I don't think that anybody should be told what they can and can't do with their bodies. I think that it's important to have choice. That's it. I just think it's important to have choice. I support free choice. Go figure. Just because I'm more like, I guess, right wing in the way that I think, and I guess you could say conservative in a sense. I'm also like, I guess I'm a little bit, liberal in some senses. I mean, I think that it's okay to pick and choose from both sides. Like, you can pick and choose opinions from each side that you agree with. It doesn't mean that you have to pick a side, man. And I think that this is a thing that sucks about society currently. It's like, just because I have one opinion that's different to yours, it's like suddenly I'm a monster, I'm the worst person in the world. But it's like, if I agree with everything you say, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. Oh yeah, this guy's cool. He's chill. But hey man, he says one thing out of line that doesn't agree with your fucking narrative, and suddenly he's the enemy of the state. He's the worst person. He should just commit, just fuck off, die, blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, like I don't give a fuck. I just say what I want to say. I pick what I want to pick. I pick the opinions that I like and that I agree with. I pick the ones that I don't. I don't care which side it comes from. Liberal, conservative, right, left. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I pick what I like and fuck what I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about that. And you know what? I don't care to be friends with somebody who's like opposite in the way they think, but it's about having respect for each other and each other's views and opinions. It's okay to disagree, right? It's okay to agree to disagree. Nobody has to. I just don't think that everybody has to have the same opinion on things to get along. And that's why I try to avoid political talk now in like friendships and in everyday life in general. Except on these YouTube videos because fuck it, why not? But like in real life, I try to avoid any topics related to politics and religion, because it's just the reality is nobody will ever get along on these two topics. No one will ever get along. No one will ever see eye to eye when it comes to politics or religion, unless they're just absolutely fucking brainwashed sheep, which I certainly just am not. I'm not fucking brainwashed in my opinion. I just don't want to have those kinds of debates in real life, because it's like no one ever fucking agrees, man. It's just like the dress, man. Oh no, it's a blue dress. Oh no, it's black. Blah blah blah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what color's the dress? Who fucking cares? If you think it's pink and I think it's red, who cares? Who cares? Why does it matter so much? Why do people like get so stuck in their own way of thinking and so so overly passionate about politics and topics that literally does not matter to them? Like, it doesn't matter because you can't do shit about it anyways. You can't do nothing. It's as bad as all the protests going on in Melbourne right now, which I'm so sick of seeing, by the way. In fact, the more I see it, the less I support it. They're just hate crowds, man. Like, go fuck off over there and go protest and go make a difference over there. But you won't, because most of the people that do that shit, that go to these protests, are just fucking virtue signalers, man. That's all they do. They're virtue signaling, trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm such a good person. Oh, look at me, I'm so nice. Got such a good heart. But hey, man, it's kind of funny as soon as like somebody with an opposite opinion, right, comes against them. It's like, oh nah, go commit, go die. It's just straight up savage violence, man. Like, I'm so sick of seeing all that shit. I feel like I just wish that you know what? Sometimes I wish they'd ban protests, man. But that just takes away freedom of speech, and I don't agree with that. But I still sometimes wish that they would ban certain political fueled protests, in a sense, like especially protests that absolutely have nothing to do with our own country. I feel like we should be focusing on the problems in our own country and not give a fuck so much about the countries elsewhere, because it's irrelevant to us. It doesn't fucking matter. And you can sit in the comments and say otherwise, but I don't give a shit, because I care about Australia. I care about the problems over here, and I don't give a shit about the problems anywhere else. I personally really do not. I don't. Unless it affects us directly, I don't give a fuck, man. And I think that you shouldn't either. Focus on your own country. Focus on making Australia better. Focus on the people who are here, who respect our culture, who don't just come over here and tell us how to dress out in our own fucking house. And you know what I mean? Imagine somebody comes into your house and tells you how to behave, how to set your house up, how to decorate your furniture, how to pretty much Imagine if somebody comes into your house and tells you what to do. You're going to be telling them to get the fuck out straight away. You're going to be like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't fucking want you here. So why is it that people from other countries can come over here and do the exact same thing? Why don't we tell them to get the fuck out of our house? If you can't respect our culture and you can't respect our rules and you can't respect our way of life and our way of living, then you should get the fuck out and go back to your own country. It's literally as simple as that. That's not racism. That's just facts, bro. That's not racism at all. Okay, and I'm not a racist. I hate everyone equally. So, you know what? Fuck anybody who says otherwise. You know, nobody should be coming into your house or your country and telling you how to live, how to, you know, do anything. They shouldn't be telling you how to do anything. They should have respect for your country. I don't go over to any other country and try to tell them to change their way of life or try to, you know, and tell them to change their rules or change anything. I go over there, I respect their cultures, I respect their way of life, and if anything, I try to fit into it because that's what you do. You try to fit into it because you're going over there. You're a guest in their home. So if you are a guest, you should behave as a guest and have respect for those who allow you into their home. It's as simple as that. I don't see anything wrong or racist about that at all. So yeah, fuck people that do that shit, man. Honestly. And yeah, if they can't respect our culture, send them the fuck back. Simple as that. Okay? So yeah, anyways, nice chat. Nice chat. I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed spreading the news. And yeah, thumbs up to my concrete outside. Fuck yeah, so happy. Anyways, thanks for watching. And yeah, peace.